Many webinars presenters or trainers succumb to the fact that they rely on the webinar per se as a medium of knowledge sharing or teaching or instructing or communicating. There are many different ways to doing it. I feel that the webinar per se is one of the highlight interaction you have, the closest way you can be to your participants aside from being face-to-face. So instead of using it as an ordinary tool, what one might consider is to work on a blended approach with it, so that before the webinar you might do some activity, you might do some preliminary small videos like what I'm doing, ask them to do an exercise, let them read an outline or let them read a document or a case before your webinar. More importantly, direct them to something specific in your webinar so they're looking forward to the webinar. After the webinar, what you do, therefore, is to take the opportunity that you connect it back by simply saying, what are your comments to it? What are your thoughts around it? Send me a note, or can you do this exercise? The whole concept is, the webinar is the closest thing I think we have today, aside from video conferencing and the like, that it is easy to execute and we can be talking in conversation with our participants. But let's not overdo it by dumping all the content in the webinar and neglecting the fact that there are many other ways to relate information and knowledge. So think of it blended, think about mixing it up, but more importantly, think of the value of what you can accomplish in a webinar. Use it well in that area and let the other tools do its job to support the learning design.